Hi there, today we're unboxing an A-Zone home security system. So this particular system, purchased from Amazon for £170. So it's a slightly smaller kit than your average one. So generally they come with 4 cameras, but this particular one has just come with 2. So let's have a quick look what's in the packaging. So a warranty card first of all. A thank you card from A-Zone. Yeah, allows you to enjoy 30% discount on accessories. That's quite useful if you want bits and pieces from Amazon. Got a massive sticker saying CCTV, and as I've mentioned before, companies shouldn't really put their names, plastered all over it. Don't want to give away too many details. A nice instruction book. Let's have a quick flick through that. Chinese initially, just to show initially all in Chinese. Then flicking through it, English, and more Chinese. And yeah, that's that. Okay, so let's take one of the boxes out first. So cables on this one. Let's see what we get. 2 cables. I'll confirm the size of those in a bit. This one. This one's got accessories written on it. Okay, so this comes with CD, some fixtures, got a mouse in there, got a remote as well. I'll lay all this out so you can see exactly what you get. 3-pin plug, very strange looking plug. Okay, very tiny to hold. I don't know why they did that. And a power adapter, that's good. Oh, sorry, 2 more things. Okay, this is good. So this is sort of a sealing thing, so you can seal the actual connector on the camera. So this is good, they've given this. So this particular system comes with a 1 terabyte hard disk. It's not full HD, it's 960p from what I recall. Each camera is 1.3 megapixel. But a small system ready to go. Okay, so cameras. Okay, not bad. Looks like this 3 big sort of light type thing sensors, infrared sensors probably. There's the actual camera itself. Reasonable weight to it. That's strange. It comes with an Ethernet port on there. And then this, it looks like a power adapter. So I don't think that will be used. Okay, and in the package you also get this as well. So a little sticky pad to just put over like that. Okay, that's that. That's the camera. I'll give a close up on that in a minute. Obviously the other camera. Same thing again. And the actual DVR now. Let's okay. Not bad, very slim design to it actually. It's quite nice. Wow, very small it feels. Okay, so let me put together everything we've got out of the packaging and we'll start again and show you all the bits and pieces. Examine it one by one. Okay, so here we have everything laid out now. I'll just zoom out briefly. And that's everything you get in the packaging. Let's take a look first of all at the cable. So Ethernet cable, exactly what we're looking for. So cable lengths are 30 meters. So you get 2 bundles of 30 meters. Yeah, all good. All quite firm, well built connection. That's that. Let's look at the actual DVR itself. So like I mentioned when I first took it out, it is a very slim design. You got vents on the sides, you know, for airflow. Then looking at the back, you've only got 2 cameras, but you can expand the system to put in 4, so that's quite good. So obviously you can expand out if you need to. You don't have to dish out money for all 4 cameras, which most systems are. You've got a VGA port, you've got a HDMI port, got an Ethernet port there, your RJ45, so that's for your network connectivity. And then you've got 2 USB, one for your mouse and the other one for a backup device. So you can actually put an external USB device and get the data being backed up. And then you've got your power just there. Okay, so that's that. On the front of the device, you've got a small gap there for infrared. So that's if you're using the remote. You've got a power, record, alarm icons. You've got escape, menu, arrows and an OK. So obviously it looks like you can navigate through things with that. This is a new thing for A-Zone. They're putting stickers on, so you can scan in and then obviously put the app on for your relevant device, either iPhone or Android. So yeah, nice and compact. And it's good to be able to buy a system which has a smaller number of cameras. And sorry, just to note, it has a hard disk already fitted in there, which is 1 terabyte. Okay, so that's that. Let's put that back here. Next, let's look at the cameras. Let's take off the cover. Nice glossy finish on there. Infrared looks like it comes from there. Don't know why it's slightly domed on there. We'll have to test it out and see what happens. But yeah, slightly different from what a lot of the cameras are at the moment. So I don't know what they've changed in design for this. I don't know what these are exactly. Okay, that's that. I think it's slightly large. Now let me get a ruler and then I can just show you what the sizing is. So compared to a Foscam, I think the Foscam seemed quite small. So we're saying around 11.5 centimeters. Quite a chunky 7. Not too bad, to be honest, sort of average I guess for what a lot of the systems are. That's that, and obviously it comes with these pads. You can just make a tight fit around the whole thing. So you've got 2 options obviously when fitting this. You can make a big hole the size of this, push that into your property and then connect it so it's all sort of hidden when it's connected, so it's like that. Or you could actually have it coming from the side and then have it going via some other location to sort of connect it. Okay, so the cameras come with a seal for the cables. So if you have this connector hanging on the outside, this will help seal it. So literally, it just sits together like so. You put that in there. This goes over that. Okay. Tighten it up like so. And that creates a watertight seal. But what it looks like is these connectors are quite big to put through there, so you may need to crimp it. I didn't want to fiddle around too much yet. So that's quite a useful thing, obviously, to have, but obviously you have to push it in quite a lot. Or maybe if you cut off the plastic, it won't get in the way when you're slotting it in. So maybe that's what needs to be done, just to give it enough sort of space to go in. It was quite a tight push to try and get it to go through. So okay, that's that. So it's useful. We've got two. You've got the mouse as well. As usual, very cheapo mouse, very light, hardly any feel to it. So yeah, that's that. Got the remote as well. Have a look at that. Another tiny, light remote. Go like that. It actually takes AAA batteries which aren't supplied. Bit of a shame really. There you go. Back. Then we've got a bag of fixings. So you've got screws, raw plugs and Allen keys. So the Allen keys are used to adjust the actual camera. So you've got the fittings there, so at the moment, so you can put it into position and tighten it in such a way that it won't move about very easily. So once you get it in the correct position, just tighten it up and that's it, you're done. Let's have a quick go at that, so you can see. I think that's for the smaller one, that's there. That's probably to take that part off if you need to do any sort of, I guess, maintenance or anything of it. Okay. There you go. So we'll come back. I'll take that. A good sort of metal construction to the body, to be honest. And there you go, tightly in place again. So that's all the bits and pieces you get with it. So let's have a go at actually testing this out now and getting it plugged in. Okay, let's get this unit connected up and power it on and see the actual setup of it. So we've got a HDMI connector first. RJ45, so that's the Ethernet connectivity. And then just here we'll connect the mouse. Yeah, just there. Got the power for the device. Goes just in there. Okay. That's those bits in. Next we'll just put our first Ethernet cable in. And then our second Ethernet cable, get that in. Always best to have literally a dry run with the whole system connected up, just to sort of identify any cable faults, faulty cameras or anything like that. Not that I'm saying you will get some, but you never know. Something could suddenly go wrong, and best to have it tested first so you're not on a ladder testing this stuff out. Okay. So that's everything connected. Two cameras here. Obviously Ethernet for the two cameras, HDMI, mouse, Ethernet for the network and the power. Okay, so I'll just plug in the power. You can hear it powering up now. Let's adjust the camera onto the screen and let's see what it shows. I guess initial sort of color test. System comes online. Let me just straighten up the camera. Just get a good full screen view of this. Okay, A-zone splash screen. Okay, there you have it. OS is online, so it's quite good. Got experience of this OS with previous systems, so a previous Anki I've reviewed and a previous A-zone system I've reviewed. So you can see the cameras coming online in the background. So one's come on and the other one. So that's a good sign, obviously. It's just proof. That's it. Okay. So, welcome to the Configuration Wizard. It will help you to configure the device. To continue, click Next. Standard password is just blank, so we'll just do OK. Yep. We'll go for our actual zone. So it's that. Next to that. Test gateway error. Let's click on network. And let's just type in my test network IP scheme. Okay, we'll go for this fixed IP address. Give that a test. Okay. Test gateway OK, test network OK, test DNS OK. So all good. It's actually on the network now. Go next to that. So we can put the Android app on. So I've already got that one. Okay. So I've added my A-Zone system on there via scanning in the actual serial number that's in the background. I won't show it. You don't want to reveal that. Okay. Next thing is, please select auto-connected mode or manual mode. So let's just go for a quick set, recommended. Okay, so there we have 2 cameras connected, and if I apply that, it is picking up other cameras on my network, my test network, so hence why you'll see other IP addresses, but I've disconnected it temporarily off my network so we don't confuse things with that. So let me click apply. That's fine, exit from there. So there you go. So it's ready to use now. So let's quickly flick through the actual menu options you've got available. So record config. So obviously this is the options you want to select to change the different type of recording you want. So you could have it on a regular record for a whole day. And this allows you to do a record, a detection and an alarm on there. So that's good. Let's go back, playback. Obviously this lets you play back footage. So if I select a camera, for example, and just hit play, that's footage that's just been recorded now of the existing cameras. And that picture quality looks pretty good. I'll set it up to be outside so we can actually see what it's actually like. But good. Okay, let's go back a level, back up. So you can connect a device on there and back up to it. Okay, alarm, got motion detection, so you can enable that. So this is a selected region at the moment. So if you want to reduce that, you can get rid of areas you want to avoid getting recordings for. So that's that. Let's bring it back again. Sensitivity levels, it's good. Post record, useful. So obviously once it's been activated and it's recording, you get a post record, so you get 10 seconds after that. Okay, advanced. Got these options on there. Let's go back. So sorry, before we go back, you can show a message. If there's a motion detection, it can make a buzzing noise. You can upload to an FTP server, send an email, write a log, or mobile reported. Okay, then you've got video blind. So this is where you lose a video picture, so what you want to happen then. Video loss is completely lost connectivity, what you want to happen then. Alarm input. All very useful, obviously. I've gone through this sort of functionality on some of my other videos. So it's quite a useful one to go through. It's on the Anki one, so it just shows the setup options I've gone with. There you go, that confirms the actual size. It's a 1 terabyte drive. So that's the actual performance of the cameras. Okay, so that's the system set up, and obviously I've shown all the options available there. The next thing is, let's just do a check of the actual picture quality you get on this. So we'll get it showing an outside view initially in the daytime, and then we'll do another one showing a nighttime view. So let me get that prepared, and then we can have a quick show of that. Okay, so we've got the camera set up outside. Let's take a look at the quality. So in this mode, it doesn't seem extremely clear, and much better when it's in this mode. So quality is pretty good. See if zoom's possible. Yeah, you can zoom in. Quality isn't very good, to be honest, only because obviously this is just a digital enhancement. It's not like an optical sort of zoom on there, so it's not a proper zoom. So, but yeah, very good quality from what I can see so far. Okay, so we've seen the picture quality on a monitor, so let's try it on the phone app. Just click start preview. There you go, let's go full screen. And that's in standard definition. So if I now click HD, much better. Crystal clear, to be honest. Okay, so here's the night vision. So it's gone dark outside and the infrared's kicked in. So as you can see, obviously the picture's all black and white, but the clarity is very good. Probably on par with what you see in the daytime, but obviously just in black and white. So yeah, very good. And here's a color image, just to sort of remind yourself. Okay, so here's another method for connecting to the cameras. So if I type the IP address in of the cameras, it will take you to the actual system itself. The first time you do this, you'll have an option to download and install the actual ActiveX control. I've already done that in this instance. So what I'll do, I'll log straight onto the system. Yeah, we'll click here, and you should see the two cameras. So this is quite a good method of connecting to it, in addition to the actual Android device. So if you had the actual system hidden away in your house, so you don't need to have it literally near a monitor or anything, you can still connect to it remotely like this. And the picture is just as clear. If I show there, very sharp image. Let me just show that. So there you go, crystal clear, as you can see. And you have all the options on there as well. So if I just click search, you can see the videos that have been recorded so far today. That was earlier. So the playback options there, obviously you've got your logs as well, any alarm logs, connectivity logs. You can see the device config as well. All the similar options here as well. So pretty comprehensive really, what you're seeing, so very useful. Okay, so the device does have a remote control, and as you can see, a number of controls on there. Now, one of the things to note, obviously this is infrared, so the box has to be nearby. So you can obviously go through the different options, you know, and different functions on there, but you've got to be aware that it's not as easy to use as the mouse. So my preference is the mouse really. It is okay, I guess, but just not as good as the mouse. I've had a little play about with it. It's fairly responsive. But yeah, so-so to be honest. Not too impressed with that. Okay, so in summary, this is a great system. Well-built cameras, nice and small. It's got obviously ample length of Ethernet. Nice small box there, obviously as a DVR. You get the remote as well. Not brilliant, was a little bit disappointed with it. Not as easy to use. But obviously it's got the mouse, which you can make use of. You can use obviously an Android device, a phone or something to connect to it, which is good. I didn't like the seals, you know, for this. This should have actually come already on the cables, so that was a bit of a disappointment. It was tricky to push through, and I didn't want to push my luck to get it damaged, so I left it as is. So what I'm thinking is you'll probably have to cut the cable, push it through, and then re-crimp it. So I didn't want to fiddle around too much in case it snapped. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But if you're going to install it in such a way where this, the actual connector, is going to go through like a soffit, for example, and it's going to be completely hidden by this, obviously the back of it, then you don't really have to worry about the seal. So yeah, a good system, obviously ready to go with a 1 terabyte drive already built into the recorder, 960p cameras, so sufficient enough and give good quality picture. So yeah, a great system. And I hope this helps anyone thinking of buying this, and thanks for viewing.